Okay. We're running, aren't we? Keep that in. Hi, I'm Ben.
Hi, I'm Claire.
And we are Hi Jinx. And do you know what? At this stage in the evening, because we've tried a few...
Don't tip them off as to which video it is.
Yeah, we've tried a few. It's amazing that we've remembered our names.
I don't know about you. I've not had anything to drink yet.
Yeah, okay, me neither. Fine. So yeah, we've got...
I love how this spoon can stand on its end.
I think you might have just proved your point. Okay then. Anyway, so we have a delicious German gin for you to try. Say delicious German.
What IPA symbol was that? Gin.
A gin. A gin.
Gin. It's like Czech or something. Bit of Song to the Moon going on.
Have Song to the Moon go?
I'm not going to sing it for you now.
Why?
Because that's embarrassing.
It's a performance opportunity. Come on.
No, I'll put the video up later.
Okay, great. But anyway, so this is Windspiel. This is a delicious Bavarian German gin. It's the first ever gin that I got on Craft Gin Club. And so I was hooked on them for life.
This is not actually the first time we've made a video with Windspiel. We did one on your birthday last year.
Before we went to New York.
Just over a year ago, a little over a year ago.
Literally before we went to New York, right?
Yeah.
And I'm still as enthusiastic. So I don't really know because it's quite hard to order this stuff. So I got the bottle that I got on Craft Gin Club. And the second bottle's randomly appeared on my shelf somewhere. I don't really know how it's got here. Is it the Gin Fairy?
Pixies.
Gin Fairy? Are you the Gin Fairy?
No.
Okay, so you didn't make it happen.
I'm not that generous.
Oh, that's an ingenious comment. It's got to be said.
Yeah.
Well done. Well done. It was great spirit that you showed there.
I genuinely came up with it on the spot.
Genuinely?
Yeah.
Yeah, very good. Very good. Well done.
Also, hashtag this is another quarantini episode. I feel like we keep forgetting that's what we're here to do because this is a point of difference for us. We bought some glasses especially to make quarantinis. Martinis,
for those who don't know what a quarantini is yet.
Oh, come on. That meme's all over the internet. It's a martini that you drink at home.
Yeah, but not everyone's all over the internet, are they? They might have just randomly found us. Not everyone's over the internet, you know.
I mean...
Got to remember that not everyone's a millennial like you. They could be like, what, am I Gen X or something?
Oh my gosh, are we in different gens?
I think we are gens. I think you're millennial, I think I'm Gen X.
Yeah, I'm just a millennial,
and I think we're both cusp.
So I'm one of the people who can't afford a house because I ate too many avocado toasts.
And I'm one of the people that did buy a house when you could afford a house, but now if somebody asked me to buy a house now, I couldn't afford a tea in China. Yeah. So it's, you know, one pays your money, you take your choice. Exactly. Right, so we're going to have a little play with Windspiel. Can I just say I love this gin?
Yeah, I mean, we already know we love it.
I'm drinking it.
Potato base, earthy,
I'm drinking it with my nose. Yeah, they make great vodka, and like that's not something I say lightly. Yeah. They make their own tonic as well.
Josh in the background loved the Windspiel.
He loved it so much, he's absolutely battered at one.
Yeah, he's basically having a snooze
he's
while
literally more battered than the cod at the chippy around the corner. He's in bits. Did you pour your own one?
Okay.
No,
I'm going to stop playing with this little spoon. I don't know why I'm so attracted to it.
I'm just going to make it more erect for you. It's because... Do you know what it is? It's because... What it is, Claire, because I know you. Yeah. What it is, it's the forbidden fruit. Because it can't stand upright. It will fall over. And so, it's literally like it's going to fall. At some point, you know it's going to fail.
Also, I find this pattern really pleasing.
Yeah, that is nice.
It's sort of twisted.
But it's mainly because it isn't going to work. Yeah.
I mean, that's why I'm single, basically.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's literally a story of like both of our like romantic histories. Except I'm okay with it, and I don't fiddle with spoons. Anyway.
I bet you fiddle with something else.
Wow. Wow.
I don't know if we can put this one on Instagram.
Let's not reveal that right here. That's fine. 100%.
Oh God, I'm sorry.
I'm just going to drink an extra large sample and hope that Claire goes away. 100% we are putting this up, by the way.
Jeepers creepers, that's delicious. I almost did a fight at F word.
A frog?
No. You know, I'm trying not to swear on our blog, but you know how sometimes I'm like,
it's got an element of sweetness first up.
Yeah,
and then completely
it's like orange peel.
And then dries itself right down.
Yeah.
It's completely like, it's literally, it wipes its own backside as a gin, because it does, doesn't it? It gives you the sweetness, and you're like, okay, well, I've got that kind of like sugar, now what do I do with it? And then it dries itself right down. It wipes its own backside.
Yeah.
Which is the ideal thing that you want in a gin.
Yeah.
It tickles all the senses.
Like, it almost tastes like you already burnt the orange peels that went into the gin, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Shall I go and burn some orange peels? Or
yes.
shall I?
Absolutely.
Do I need to do this?
Yeah.
So
Unders.
You're going to have to talk whilst I do a bit of...
What I'm going to talk about is the first time I ever had Windspiel. So we had a summer 2017. It was a summer I moved to Oklahoma.
The summer of '69.
And Ben came to stay with me when I lived in East London.
Oh, that was when you became single.
Yes. And we had a spare room, and Ben needed somewhere to stay in London while he did rehearsals for Buxton Festival, right?
Yeah.
And we had a great summer of drinking. It was when I was sort of still in the process of getting into craft gins. And so what happened is I had only a couple of specialty gins at home, and Ben turned up one day with about 12 because it was International Gin Day. And we had
but not also just that. It was also because I just moved out of my house, so I just brought my house worth of gin to you.
Basically.
To say thanks for letting me stay.
Yeah, so it was wonderful. We had loads of gin, we had a lovely time with our friends, drinking a lot of gin, ended up throwing toy koalas at each other's heads, like in a
I think I saw you in Nicholas that year as well.
Oh no, gross.
Not in a bad way. I think you just were so drunk. So all I've done is I've just literally taken these bits of orange peel and I've just singed them on the hob for a few seconds.
Yeah, it's
so you get a caramelization. Yeah, it's like a burnt aspect to it. It makes it so it's just not entirely aggressively citrus and sweet.
Is this for the G&T or for the martini?
It can be for whatever you want.
Shall I do a bit of
Yeah. It's all about. I've just done it.
Half for the G&T.
You need to get enough of the
you
need to get enough of the peel that you don't burn your fingers.
Yeah.
So it needs to be quite a big bit of peel. So.
Oh gosh, that smokiness.
Exactly, huh? This would be quite fun to add to a whiskey mac.
100%.
You know, whiskey and ginger ale. 100% you could do this.
Yeah.
Like this isn't just gin reliant.
Do you want a wee cubie?
Yeah, hit me up. You know, at this stage, I'm very suggestible.
Also, I just realised I need to pre-ice our martini glasses.
Why not?
And we're going to both do them this time, aren't we?
Yeah, we're going to do a little bit. Last one.
Oh no! I wasn't supposed to tell them which one it was. Although I'd say it's pretty.
Oh my god, they did that on Celebrity Bake Off the other day, where Prue Leaf was literally like, well, that's the best one. And it's like, well, now you've got to go and judge and like make this all sound like.
Yes, when Jay from the In-Betweeners.
Yeah, won everything because he was like he literally grew a moustache and a beard and then learned how to bake. Yeah. It was really weird. Did he become a vegan as well? I don't know.
The darkest horse there ever was.
Red bit racist. Mmm.
Beautiful.
Correct.
Oh, yes.
The smoky note's good, isn't it?
Yes. So savoury.
Yeah, exactly. Claire loves a savoury note. Mermaid gin, not randomly, but mermaid gin is one of your favourites, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely. It tastes like rocks.
Not randomly, because it's in the pack, but it's like, it leaps out for you, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I have to, like, Nordes is in the pack for me. No one would say Nordes was in the world's top 10 gins, but for me it'd be in my top 10.
Yeah. Do you know what I love about this is it's like eating a big bowl of chips, but it's a gin. You know, you can feel the carbs.
I bet it's less calorific than one of those. So therefore, if you want to like be healthy,
like if you've got a carb craving,
if you want to be healthy,
have
one of these. This is healthier than the big thing of chips. And by chips, do you mean what chips do you mean?
Like hot chips.
You mean like chips that are actually made of potato?
Fat potato chips.
Not like Doritos.
No, not Doritos. Like proper like good English chippy chips, like with a lot of potato.
Yeah, barely.
Not
cooked.
the skinny ones.
Yeah, I love it. Yeah. It's like
you can still taste that it was once a vegetable.
Yeah, it's like you get the jeopardy. It's like is it cooked or is it not? But it's fluffy in the middle. Oh.
Absolutely, lots of salt.
I don't like vinegar. I hate vinegar on my chips. Is that
I'm
weird?
not averse to a bit of Vins.
I hate Vins.
I like a bit of Vins.
But I'm just like, you know all that.
I like it.
I go into a chippy. I'm like, you know all that money you spent on putting vinegar on my chips that you have pot. Can you just put more salt on?
Yeah.
I'm like that guy Smithy when he's like, oh, you don't want chips on your meal. You know, like the chips, but just take the chips and put them on my plate. Not just like 2 whole portions of chips. That's how I feel about salt.
Yeah.
I love it. Absolutely.
I feel that way about it as well. Like when I get home from KFC, I always have to salt my own chips. Not that I eat KFC a lot.
How often would you say you eat KFC?
It's literally between the bus stop and my house.
Which is about 100 metres. 200 metres? 300 metres, okay, fine. Like, it's like, what degree of in for Christy do you want? Like, yeah 300 metres.
But basically, you get off the bus and you have to walk past KFC and not go in. And if you've had a couple of drinks, that's extraordinarily difficult.
Especially KFC, actually, out of all the fast foods, is the most delicious.
Well, also, you get a lot of protein.
I live right by a Macca's and I'm never tempted.
Yeah, because the thing with Macca's is you get that little skinny patty, but with KFC you get a couple of big pieces.
And it's like anemic. It doesn't have any salt on it. It's like it's flaccid. It's
at
horrible.
At least you've got like a decent amount of actual chicken meat in KFC.
Yeah, like flaccid meat is like pointless. It's like no one needs flaccid meat. So
anyway, back to the gin because we are classy. In fact, while you make our martinis.
Yes.
Shall I talk about the time we went to McDonald's in Wandsworth?
So just to first of all, just talk about what I'm going to do here. Okay. I'm going to pour in a bit of vermouth into the glass and swill it around and rinse it out. There are different ways to add different amounts of vermouth into it, but this is the way to get a full experience of vermouth, but get the least amount of it in. So we celebrate, we champion the gin rather than diluting it too much with a kind of neutral spirit. Yeah. Yeah? Yeah. So that's all we can do. So I'm just going to pour in a bit, swill it around and rinse it out. Carry on.
So what was I talking about?
First time when we went to McDonald's.
Oh yeah, that's right. So one time I was on my way home from a wedding in Spain with...
Not your own?
Not my own, I was going to say unfortunately, but then I realised no, that's great. Single is awesome. But I was on my way home from a wedding and there had been a copious quantity of booze drunk and I was rather hungover. And of course it was a Sunday evening and when I got to Clapham Junction from Gatwick, the overground wasn't running to Shepherd's Bush. And I was like, oh God, here we go. And so I had to take the bus home to Shepherd's Bush from Clapham Junction. And on the way I was texting Ben about my conundrum and he was like, wait, you remember I live in Wandsworth, right? Why don't you just get off the bus and come for a gin? I was like, I'm literally going around the roundabout. So I got off, went up to Ben's and I was like... You
stank and it was great. You know.
I need McDonald's right now because I was very hungover. And Ben had presented me at the door with a beautiful G&T. So we took our beautiful G&Ts...
In our massive gin globules.
And our big copper glasses. I think they had rose petals in them.
Yeah.
Down to Macca's and went in and got like... I got like a quarter pounder combo.
I think did I get 20 nuggets? I got 20 nuggets, yeah.
Yeah. And so we got our McDonald's with our posh protein. So this is the wonderful, sort of the dichotomy of us is that we are so classy when it comes to our alcohol and filthy when it comes to our food. But also sometimes we also go to like Michelin star restaurants, but then we also eat KFC.
Yeah, but
we never drink the equivalent of KFC.
I don't know. I've had like some pretty substandard.
Well, I mean, not really anymore. These days you wouldn't, would you?
I don't know. It depends what's there. Luckily, I live in a house where I've acquired like 200 bottles of gin, so I don't have to drink substandard gin. But if you're telling me that X gin brand that I'm not going to mention was the only bottle of gin that I had, you're telling me I wouldn't drink it?
I mean, to be fair, when I went to the rugby club in Northern Ireland, I did drink
said spirit. By Her Majesty's royal appointment.
Yeah.
Apparently. I mean, she needs to...
But under duress.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's you know...
Check out the legs.
Yeah. Which I agree.
Oh, that is beautiful.
It's the one that has...
It's like savoury creamy.
It's the one
that... Do you see what I mean?
It's the one that holds up the most number of different flavours against the vermouth. Yeah. Every other one had a distinctive thing that it held up against the vermouth. But this one has a multi-personality against the vermouth. Does that make any sense?
Yeah. It's so beautiful.
It's a very clever, very delicious, very quaffable.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. I mean,
it's like a duck à l'orange and a potato gratin.
Yeah, it's literally like you get it goes all around the tongue.
Yeah.
Pardon the pun, but it does. It's delicious.
Yeah, like there's a savoury, almost salty element. There is,
isn't there? That's a saline element too.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Yeah. And it's just that satisfying carb element of the potato base.
Yeah. It literally makes you feel like if you drank like half a bottle of this, like you and your mates cracked a bottle of this overnight and drank it, you probably wouldn't even need to go and get dirty kebab at the end of the night.
No, because...
So do you know what? Spend 40 quid on a bottle of gin and save yourselves £4.50 on a kebab. That is what we call economic sensibility.
I mean, I'm probably still going to eat my leftover pizza.
We call it, yeah, but at least it's left over so you haven't spent it. Do you know what I mean?
That's true.
It's like economic sensibility.
Yeah.
That's what it boils down to. In these days of quarantine,
yeah,
we need to be economically sensible. And therefore, I recommend just draining a £40 bottle of gin. That'd be absolutely fine, right?
Yeah.
Because, you know, what are the consequences of that?
Absolutely none, because we don't have to go to work tomorrow because there is
we have no work. There is nothing.
But like, happy Quasar, everybody.
Cheers.
Cheers.